late Fitzroy Williams, Canal Calypso legend, will be laid to rest tomorrow with a funeral service from 10 a.m. at the Cathedral Chapel. Did you know? Made possible compliments Quartz Dominica Limited and your nation station DBS Radio. Would like to thank the Prince of Mix Wadix and Creole Heartbeat for the info used in this morning's Did You Know? Up next, the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: the Soufriere Primary School is to be renamed the Daniel Langwa Primary School. In news from the region, Caribbean governments closely monitoring new U.S. tariffs and the impact it could have on the region. And South Korea's president has been removed from power. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Does it make your white the cleanest and brightest? The benefits of using Clean and White bleach are endless. The sterilizing property of Clean and White bleach is beneficial for several household purposes. Clean and White bleach has the ability to remove mold and mildew from hard surfaces, serve as a disinfectant for household items like your kitchen and bathroom area, and even your baby's toys. Clean and White bleach is available in various sizes at Fine Food. Call 617-6342 or order on Click and Collect your Clean and White bleach today. Clean and White bleach available at Fine Foods and sold island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Well, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. First up in the news this morning, the Soufriere Primary School is to be renamed the Daniel Langwa Primary School. Well, the preschool, which is to be constructed, will be named the Dominic Merchant Preschool. The couple, the owners of the eco-resort Coolibee Ridge, were murdered in December of 2023. Their investments into the community were substantial.
Today is even more special because recently I had a conversation with Sam, and Sam said he was thinking, why don't we name the preschool after Dominic Mashad? And as you all know, Dominic and Daniel were integral part of our community, and we still miss them so much. So the Soufriere Primary School will be renamed after Daniel Langwa. So it makes perfect sense that the preschool, which is adjacent to the primary school, will be renamed after Dominic. It's just perfect that they'll be side by side where we can permanently remember them in our community. So I really want to thank the family of Daniel and Dominic who are there with us to share in this moment. Really and truly, this moment is about community. It was about commitment, and it's really to honor those who have been instrumental and who continue to be instrumental in contributing to helping develop the Soufriere constituency.
And that's the parliamentary representative for Soufriere, Denise Charles Pemberton. Meantime, the unveiling of a plaque and blessing of the ground for the new Soufriere preschool took place on Thursday. The project is being supported by Jungle Bay Resorts and Spa.
8 years ago, Hurricane Maria totally destroyed the Soufriere preschool. And since then, the school has been housed at the Soufriere Christian Union Church. And I must say, high commendations to the Soufriere Christian Church family for being so community-oriented and responsive to the needs of the community, also providing shelter during hurricane season and a home for needy families in the community. Also, heartfelt thanks to teachers Delia and Ermin for their patience, commitment, and passion to teaching our students. Even in those difficult circumstances, they are so committed to their job to ensure that they can create the best learning environment for our youngest. But we are here today because a few years ago, I spoke to Mr. Sam Raphael of Jungle Bay, and we were having a discussion on community projects in the constituency. And when he saw the proposal for the reconstruction of the preschool, he immediately selected that project because of his passion for children and the importance of education. So I really want to say thank you to the Jungle Bay family, their guests and donors for committing to reconstruct the Soufriere preschool to create a resilient structure and ensure that there is a fun learning environment for our preschoolers.
A parliamentary representative for Soufriere, Denise Charles Pemberton. Meantime, a visitor to Dominica has contributed $50,000 towards the Soufriere preschool project. In some more news this morning, 20 individuals now stand charged with unlawful assembly on the 19th of March after David Williams of La Plaine appeared before the magistrate's court yesterday. He was released on bail of $25,000. Ronaldo Luke reports.
Williams, the fifth individual from the community of La Plaine, charged with the said offense, appeared before Magistrate Michael Loader on Thursday. It is alleged that on March 19, 2025, at Victoria Street in Roseau, the accused unlawfully, riotously, and tumultuously assembled to the disturbance of the public, contrary to the provision of Section 4 of Chapter No. 1002 of the Riot Act of the Consolidated Laws of Dominica of 2017. Williams was not required to enter a plea, as the matter is an indictable offense, expected to be tried at the High Court. During the hearing, Police Prosecutor Inspector Simon Edwards raised no objection to bail and did not propose any bail conditions. Consequently, Attorney Ronald Charles, who represented the accused man, presented Nicholas Esprit as a proposed surety. Following an assessment by the court, Esprit was deemed a fit and proper person to stand bail for Williams. Bail was granted in the sum of $25,000 with no conditions attached. The matter was adjourned to August 21, 2025 for the commencement of the preliminary inquiry. Ronaldo Luke reporting for DBS News.
Meantime, the police say investigations has continued into the March 19th riot on Victoria Street. Mervyn John Baptist of Roseau and Albert Timothy of Mont Prosper were interviewed and charged for unlawful assembly under the Riot Act. They will be taken to court this morning where the charge will be read to them. DBS News understands that Mervyn John Baptist was taken to the hospital last night after he complained of not feeling well. In other news from the court, a Maho man has been charged with attempted murder. Dylan Victorine was charged with the attempted murder of Meshach Esprit of Popo, Belfast. The incident occurred on the Campbell Road on the 25th of February. And Dominica has recorded a decline in the number of reported cases of gastroenteritis and the flu. National epidemiologist Dr. Shalodin Ahmed warns, however, that precautionary measures need to be employed by all Dominicans to guard against these illnesses.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services is pleased to inform the public that there has been a noticeable decrease in the number of reported cases of gastroenteritis and flu across the island. This positive trend reflects the collective effort of our healthcare professionals, along with public health initiatives and the responsible actions of our citizens in maintaining proper hygiene and following health guidelines. While this decline is encouraging, We urge the public to remain vigilant and continue practicing good hygiene habits, including frequent hand washing with soap and water, proper food handling and storage, staying hydrated and maintaining a healthy diet, covering coughs and sneezes to prevent the spread of infections, seeking medical attention if experiencing severe symptoms. The Ministry will provide a comprehensive update on Friday, April 4th during a scheduled press conference. We thank the public for their cooperation and commitment to practicing their health and the well-being of our nation.
National Epidemiologist Dr. Shaludin Ahmed. In more news this morning, Minister of State in the Ministry for Labour and Small Business Development, Darren Pinard, says government's policies have impacted positively on the small business sector. His statement came during the inaugural post-budget luncheon of the DAIC at the Goodwill Parish Hall on Wednesday.
For example, we have the fiscal license, the fiscal incentive license. Currently, that allows a qualifying business to get duty-free for 6 months. We have gotten feedback from businesses suggesting that it might be necessary for us to lengthen the term of the fiscal incentive license. By the time they do go through the process of getting it, then the 6 months is almost expired and so on. So we get invaluable feedback from them, and that in itself will shape and adjust policies as we move forward. We have the digital transformation project going on, where we have a serious undertaking to help digitalize small businesses. So businesses qualify for a grant where you can be able to move your operations towards more of a modern digitalized method. So manual things will be automated and so on, and that will help. Speaking about financing, the government 2 years ago placed $2.7 million at the aid bank that will be able to on-lend to small businesses at very concessionary rate, 3%. And that is just the latest one. The government has continued to provide funding to small businesses, either directly for grants, which is an ongoing process, or through concessionary loans placed at various financial institutions. This loan has been very well received. The last report I have suggests that over $25.5 million of the $27.5 million has already been taken in, so there was just about $2 million left. So the small business community has been very much attracted to that facility.
And that's the Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour and Small Business Development, Darren Pinard. Meantime, Executive Director of the Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce, Ashma McDougall, says the sugar and sweetened beverage tax has impacted the business community. The tax was introduced during the 2024-2025 budget presentation to address the high incidence of chronic non-communicable diseases.
As it relates to proposed budget allocations prioritizing health sector, and we see that there have been some bills that have been read last October. The pharmacy bill, digital health bill. There's also the incorporation of a health information management system. Specifically, however, to this particular fiscal proposal was the SSB tax. It was a sugar and sweetened beverage tax that was imposed in response to the high incidence of NDCs in Dominica. And this is one that even the manufacturers acknowledge. Right? We recognize that it is a key concern, obviously, for our population. A healthy population translates to a productive population. However, with regard to the tax, we recognize that it has been impactful. And we wish to ensure that we can present outsides in regards to how this could be potentially addressed. There have been significant cost implications from a supplier perspective, but also we listen to our consumers, and the consumers are also saying that there are significant increases on the cost side.
Executive Director of the DAIC, Ashma McDougall. And the Dominica Labour Party Youth Organization is organizing island-wide youth activities this weekend. The activities will form part of the Dominica Labour Party's 70th anniversary celebrations.
The activities will take place in the 21 constituencies, highlighting the party's island-wide presence and its dedication to meeting young people where they are, listening to their views, and engaging them in national development. This weekend's activities reflects the party's deep commitment to the development and inclusion of Dominica's youth in shaping the future of our nation. As the Dominica Labour Party marks our 70th year of existence, we remain firmly focused on investing in the next generation of leaders. We are proud to stand with the youth of Labour and of Dominica, whom we recognize as the driving force and heartbeat of our party and of our nation. The activities provide an opportunity for parliamentary representatives and caretakers to directly connect with young people, strengthen relationships, and celebrate their invaluable role within the party and the country. Later this year, the party will host the highly anticipated Youth Symposium, which will serve as a powerful platform for young voices, fresh ideas, and bold visions.
And that's Philip Roll, the coordinator of the Labour Youth Organization. Well, let's head into news from the region this morning as Caribbean governments are taking a cautious approach to the new system of tariffs imposed on countries worldwide by the Donald Trump administration in the United States, with most saying that they will either wait and see, or are willing to engage the American authorities in the coming weeks. Well, for most of the countries in the region, the tariff rates for exports hovered around 10%, but Guyana, which exports crude oil, rums, gold, timber, fish, shrimp, and agricultural products to the United States, was hit with a 38% increase. Meantime, Junior Finance Minister for Barbados, Ryan Straw, says the region must review its import tariff system. And let's head into news on the international scene as South Korea's president has been removed from office after the Constitutional Court voted to uphold his impeachment. Yoon Suk-yeol was suspended from duty in December after being impeached by Parliament following his failed attempt to impose martial law. The ruling on Friday was met with tears of joy and sadness among Yoon's critics and supporters who had gathered in various parts of Seoul to watch the verdict live. The snap election to vote for Yoon's replacement must be held by the 3rd of June. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. The Soufriere Primary School is to be renamed the Daniel Langwa Primary School. News from the region, Caribbean governments closely monitoring the new U.S. tariffs and the impact it could have on the region. And South Korea's president has been removed from power. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
Give babies the comfort they need with paddless diapers. A diaper with a powerful storage core that locks the wetness away and keep your baby dry. Soothe your baby's skin with a breathable cotton-like cover because paddless diapers has a wetness indicator. Your precious baby deserves a diaper like Paddlers, which has an easy fit due to flexible side panels with stretch that ensures increased comfort and freedom to move, to crawl, to walk, to run and play. Paddlers distributed by Fine Foods and sold island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
For over 47 years, the National Bank of Dominica Limited has been a cornerstone of our nation's development, standing by our customers at every step. Together, we are shaping a brighter future. We recognize that every journey is different, and we are dedicated to nurturing meaningful relationships. We are here to understand your needs and support your goals. Our personalized services are designed to provide the peace of mind you deserve wherever life takes you. Trust us to be there when it counts. With NBD, you have a partner invested in your success today, tomorrow, and always.
Well, welcome to this morning sports report. Let's begin with cricket news. Head coach of the National Under-19 cricket team, Phoenix Thomas, is backing the team to do well at the upcoming Windward Islands Under-19 cricket tournament. Well, the tournament gets underway in Grenada this weekend. Thomas says that the team is balanced and he's looking forward to the competition.
We selected a 14-man squad that Stefan Pascal, obviously with his experience and his availability, will lead in Grenada. We've been doing some very intense work. What I've done as the coach is moved away from this traditional 2:30, 3 o'clock afternoon training where you only get an hour and a half training with the guys. So we've set our training sessions throughout the week and starting at 9:30 and going on until 2:30 in the afternoon. So I think it has given us more time to prepare and to do specific stuff with the guys. Our chances, I think, is very, very good. Most of the guys are guys who have been at the academy working with the different coaches. So having them now as a team, they're no strangers to each other. They know each other's skill level and what they're capable of doing. So at the end of it, it's really what they do on the field. So we've put in the work with them. So now it's what they do on the field and what they do on the day in Grenada that will decide whether they are successful or not. But with the combination that we have, I think we very much stand a very, very, very good chance of winning the championship.
And that's National Under-19 cricket coach Phoenix Thomas. While the National Under-19 cricket team is being captained by Stefan Pascal and reads Luvio Charles, Diony Roll, Arsenio Fontaine, Jelani Joseph, Amiel Gilbert, Jason Vidal, Edmond Moranci, Darren Toussaint, Malinga Bruni, Kenneth Valmont, Joel Dura, Cassidy Larocque, and Kester Lestrade. The team is being coached by Phoenix Thomas and managed by Kevin James. And Dominica will play their first match against St. Vincent on Sunday. In some more sports this morning, 5 players from the reigning secondary schools netball champions, the Convent High School, have been named in a 12-member squad to represent Dominica at the 2025 Jean Pierre Under-16 netball tournament, which is being held in Barbados this weekend. Well, Dominica placed 3rd in the 2024 competition, and the national team reads from the Convent High School, Delicia Julian, Jarissa Gage, Alian Toussaint, Norlis Didier, and Kimaya Philip. From the Castlebrew Secondary School, Diane Augustine, Selena Winston, and Ania Vivel. From the Dominica Grammar School, Joshua Olivache. From the Pierre Charles Secondary School, Kaylin George. And from the Northeast Comprehensive, Atari Samuel. And from the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, Coveria John. And, well, that should be. Meantime, the team manager, Kuvia James, says that the team is well prepared and expectations are high.
So yes, Gavin, the sports division has announced the team which will represent Dominica at the 21st Jean Pierre Caribbean Youth Netball Tournament, which will be held in Barbados from April 6 to the 12th. The team has gone through a series of training sessions, and that included training camps. So the team has been adequately prepared for participation in this year's tournament. There are 2 returning players from last year's tournaments. So this team is practically a new one, but it is a young one with lots of talent, lots of skills, lots of potential, lots of ability. There are 4 players who are under the age of 14, and they are very young, yes, but we do look forward to the team putting their best foot forward and giving their all at this year's tournament. Last year, the team placed 3rd, so we all have faith in the team that we will return home victorious with a podium finish.
And that's the National Under-16 Netball Team Manager, Kurbia James. Levi Barron goes in search of his 2nd win of the season as the Dominica Cycling Association stages its 2nd road race of the year. The riders will ride from Marboyd's Bar to Layu and back twice. PRO of the Dominica Cycling Association is Garon Ducre.
Attention all cyclists and sports enthusiasts. The 2025 Dominica cycling season will advance to the 2nd race as organized by the Dominica Cycling Association. The events scheduled for Sunday, April 6, 2025 at Marboyd's Bar, Woodbridge Bay will host competitors riding to Layu Bridge and back twice. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the race starts at 9 a.m. sharp. The general public is encouraged to support the event, and road users are urged to exercise extreme care and attention within the designated course. We express thanks for the invaluable contribution of all our sponsors and partners making this event possible. Garon Ducre, PRO, Dominica Cycling Association.
In some basketball news, the Convent High School made its successive wins in 2 days as the secondary school's girls under-20 basketball tournament continued yesterday. Convent High School making a return to the competition. They defeated the Dominica State College 38-22. For the State College, Natalia Darway had 14 points. Or actually for the State College, yes, Natalia Darway had 14 points, while Nyabeli Paquette had 17 points for the Convent High School. Well, the competition continues today with matches in the boys division. Academics will take on the Portsmouth Secondary School at the American Canadian School of Medicine, and the Dominica State College will play the Pierre Charles Secondary School in Grand Bay. And Dubla, Colio Primary Schools combined and the Monjon Primary School are through to the finals of the National Bank of Dominica's Development Division, Sports Division football competition. Well, the primary schools advanced yesterday following wins in the semi-finals. The Dubla Colio Primary School combined defeated Grandford Primary 6-4. Elik Philogen got 4 goals. Nasri Esprit and Jadel John Baptist also scored a goal each for the Dubla Colio primaries combined, while Taz George got a hat-trick for the Grandford Primary School, with Malik Jajak also getting a goal. In the second semi-final, Monjon Primary defeated Wesley Primary School 5-0. Shukwan Daru got a brace. And in the third place match, we had Grandford Primary edging out the Wesley Primary School, winning that game 3-2. Taj George, he scored all 3 goals for the Grandford Primary School, getting his second hat-trick of the afternoon. Well, the football action will continue today with matches in the girls' development division, and these matches will be taking place at Windsor Park. Let's go back to some cricket news as Kavem Hodge will be eyeing his 2nd century of the regional first-class season as the Windward Islands Volcanoes look to press on their advantage in their matchup with the Barbados Pride as the CWI Regional 4-Day Tournament continues today in St. Lucia. Well, a 6-wicket haul from the hometown kid, Keon Gaston, and half-centuries from Alec Athanaze and Kavem Hodge has put the Windward Islands in a good position heading into today's play. The Volcanoes will resume the day on 203 for 4. Alec Athanaze got 78. Kavem Hodge not out on 77. And Sadrak Descartes is unbeaten on 20. Earlier on, Barbados were bowled out for 198, with Matthew Ford getting 43, Kyle Mayers 40. Keon Gaston, he picked up 6 for 52, and Gillan Tyson 3 for 49 for the Windward Islands Volcanoes. So the scores as we head into day 3 is the Windward Islands Volcanoes 198, and 203 for 4. Barbados 198, or that should be, yes, Barbados 198. The Windward Islands are leading by 200 runs. Elsewhere, defending champions Guyana are mounting a fight back against the Leeward Islands. Guyana, they were 137 for 1 in their second innings, still 5 runs behind the Leeward Islands. The scores in that game, Guyana 193 and 137 for 1. Matthew Nandu was not out on 53 and Kevin Anderson unbeaten on 31 for the Guyana Happy Eagles. And the Leeward Islands earlier, they made 335 with Casey Carty getting 92, Jama Hamilton 80 and Micaiah Louis 73. And in the day-night match between the Jamaican Scorpions and Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, well, Javel Glenn's century has put Jamaica in a good position in that matchup. Glenn hit 140 not out in the first innings as Jamaica posted 372. Trinidad were bowled out for 171 and Jamaica batting the second time with 20 for 3 at stumps, a lead of 221 runs. And the combined campuses and colleges team will be looking to erase their first innings deficit against the West Indies Academy without losing any more wickets or without losing any wickets. And they'll also be looking to set a competitive target. Well, the CCC were 35 without loss in their second innings at stumps on day 2, still 43 runs behind the West Indies Academy. The scores in that game is the CCC 238 and 35 without loss. The West Indies Academy 316. Teddy Bishop, he got 99 in that first innings for the West Indies Academy, but just missed out on his century. Well, that's where we'll come to the end of the DBS Morning Sports Report. We'll have some more sporting highlights for you throughout the course of the day. Just a quick programming note that DBS Radio will bring live coverage of a press conference at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital this morning. That press conference being organized by the Ministry of Health and gets underway at 9 o'clock this morning. And you can tune in to DBS Radio for more information on that. Well, that's the news and sports. On behalf of the entire news and sports departments, our links person, Hazari Williams, I'm Gavin Richards saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
For over 47 years, the National Bank of Dominica Limited has been a cornerstone of our nation's development, standing by our customers at every step. Together, we are shaping a brighter future. We recognize that every journey is different, and we are dedicated to nurturing meaningful relationships. We are here to understand your needs and support your goals. Our personalized services are designed to provide the peace of mind you deserve wherever life takes you. Trust us to be there when it counts. With NBD, you have a partner invested in your success today, tomorrow, and always.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. The time compliments Western Union. It's now 7:34.